Hello.
Hello, and welcome to a Tuesday
Yes.
night live with Drs. Andre and Pam. We'd like to say peace to everyone and thanks for joining. So good to have you out here tonight.
Yes, absolutely. And we are going to be having a great conversation with you guys tonight. Pretty short and brief, but really relevant, really good information we want to share with you all tonight. So go ahead and let everyone know the doctor's on the air and share and let them know that we are going to be getting started here very soon in just a moment. All right.
We have a very inspirational, inspiring word for you tonight, something for you to think about, something for you to consider, um, and some good stuff, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Just information, it's always good to get good fresh takes on different subjects so you can keep your mentality fresh and up to date and cutting edge and just make sure that we are taking care of the business that needs to be taken care of so that we can continue to progress in life. And that's what it's all about, prophetess. It's
Yes.
all about progressing in life. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get started. The numbers are good. Continue to share and let everyone know that the doctors are on the air.
All right, so tonight we're going to talk very briefly with you about avoiding mental exhaustion. That's right, avoiding mental exhaustion.
Yes.
It's a real thing. It's a serious thing. It's something that everybody deals with. So tonight we just want to share with you some benefits from managing this area in your life because we recognize a lot of people don't really manage mental exhaustion.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's listen. You may not even think about it, but the mental exhaustion has real life impact. It's something that impacts your life. It really does. It's not something that you can ignore, but it's real.
Yes.
So that's why we want to just mentally, momentarily, just mention a few things about that
Mhm.
and give you some thoughts on it.
So exhaustion is a common experience for everyone, like I said earlier. But however, most people don't have a game plan to manage it. So we're going to talk about that some tonight about helping you have a game plan to manage mental exhaustion. And this is good for people of all walks of life. If you work for somebody, if you're employed, if you're an employer, if you have children, if you're married, if you're single, the world we live in, it requires a lot of mental energy. Everything we do,
Yes, it does.
from the internet to reading books to working our jobs to getting trained to getting skilled to getting developed, whatever it is you're doing, you're using your mental capacity to do it.
And if you think about it, one of the statements that we made was that it impacts everyone, but most people don't have a game plan and how to manage it. If you think about it, you probably couldn't right now, if you wanted to, rattle off your game plan for managing mental exhaustion because you probably never put one together. But after tonight, we're hoping that this information will make you think, wow, I got to have a game plan for this.
Mhm.
And we're going to share with you some of our tips and pointers. And so we hope that this is beneficial to you.
Yes. So let's get into it. First, we want to share with you some benefits of managing mental exhaustion.
Yes.
And there are some benefits to that. And number one is the benefit for managing mental exhaustion is productivity.
Right. Productivity.
So, of course, you can't be productive when you're tired.
Yeah, you can't. It's like, think about it. Have you ever tried to read or learn something while you were really tired? And after a while, you just put it down because it's hard to focus.
Mhm.
So that's just a good example of how mental exhaustion, it decreases productivity. So just that one benefit, that one benefit alone of managing mental exhaustion is that I'll become more productive. I'll
Right.
get more things done,
Mhm.
more quality time while I'm doing it because I'm not nodding out, fading out,
Mhm.
in and out.
Mhm.
So that productivity, it'll show up in your life. It'll be good, right?
So yeah, so when you one of the ways you can tell when you're experiencing mental exhaustion is when you can't focus, when you're tired and you're getting sleepy and you're getting groggy and you're getting, a little hazy. That's when you know you need to manage that. You're experiencing mental exhaustion. And so the benefit to managing that is you'll be able to be more productive.
More productive.
Number two, you'll be less irritable.
Yes.
People are less likely to get on your nerves if you manage your mental exhaustion.
Yeah. So if you one of those people that used to say you getting on my nerves all the time, that's probably because you were mentally exhausted.
Right.
And when you're mentally exhausted, just every little thing get under your skin. And so that's one of the great benefits is that you can, stop being irritated, and you can sit and listen to people without, looking upside their head, all this kind of thing. You can relax and just enjoy life, right? What else?
One thing I wanted to say about that was when you can tell when you're mentally exhausted too is you're a lot more impatient. It's
Talk about it now. Talk about it.
Every little thing is like, what you saying? And then
if your spouse call your name, say, hey, what do you want? What do you want? you know what I'm saying? It's just your tone tells the story, right? And we've all been there, done that. Yes. Amen. Amen.
And so that's a telltale sign that if you're getting snippy, and snapping them up, and getting short, and being sarcastic, that's an indicator that you are not managing your mental exhaustion.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So less irritability comes as a result of managing mental exhaustion. So number 3, a benefit to managing mental exhaustion is you make fewer errors and bad decisions. You make fewer errors
and fewer bad decisions. Think about it, man. When you're tired, you agree to things that you don't want to agree to. Oh yeah, okay. Because your mind is tired, right? Okay, all right, I'll do it. And you think about, what did I just agree to? Right? Yeah. So when you are mentally exhausted, you're not that sharp.
Right.
That's not a good time to be making decisions. And that's not a good time to be putting your hands on things because you make a lot of errors. You ever been trying to type and going to sleep at the same time, and you wake up and it'd be 1,000 little scriggly, you don't know what it is, and you don't even remember putting that on the screen? That's because you were asleep. Your hand was doing the walking. You see? And so you make a lot of errors when you're mentally exhausted. So that's one of the benefits.
So if any of this rings true to you, if you can relate to any of this, we'd love to hear some responses from you all to let us know that, hey, you're talking about something that I've dealt with, that I'm dealing with. Oh, I got to manage this. Okay.
And not only that, hey, but I know everybody ought to have a comment on that because I've seen people even nod in church. And jump up like John, act like they was praising the Lord. That's mental exhaustion. Not in church, right? So we all can relate to that, and we've all dealt with that somewhat from time to time, right?
Yes. And so what I like about this, when you manage mental exhaustion, you won't make bad decisions. Sometimes I've made bad decisions years ago because I was just exhausted. I just said, okay, I'll do it. And then I said, why did I do that?
That's right.
Why did I say that? That was not good what I decided to do. So you want to make sure that you're managing this so you don't make bad decisions. Right. And number 4, a benefit of managing mental exhaustion is you're present in the moments. Yes. Which means you're aware of advantages or disadvantages, and you're able to enjoy life and environments because you're in the moment as things are happening. You're in the now.
Yeah, that's so good because I remember times when I was just mentally exhausted and I should have been enjoying something and turn around and was like, okay, that's over. I've been there. It's over. It's done. And I don't really remember it. You want to be in the moments. You want to be able to enjoy your children, grandchildren, family members, your spouse, your church services, sermons. You want to be able to enjoy those kind of things. So you don't want to be just exhausted mentally when you engage in those kind of things, because you turn around and prophetess, I'll tell you, man, you have 5-10 years going by, and you won't even have a lot of good memories to draw upon because you weren't there half the time. You were just mentally exhausted and you weren't there half the time.
Your body was there, but your mind
wasn't registering all of
the enjoyment, the people you were talking with,
the intangible.
Right. You weren't consciously making good memories and those kind of things like that. And so this is why this has to be managed, because every day, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, every year, time is going by.
It is.
And while the time is going by, your life is made up of all these minutes and hours, days, weeks, and months and years.
And experiences. See, during that time, you're having experiences.
Yes.
And the cool thing is when you're not mentally exhausted, you can make memories. You can remember things. You know, you can be there in the moment. And I've learned that if you're not there in moments, life feels like it's not fulfilling.
Yes.
that's the spice of life. When
Yes,
you're
it
there for the moments you should be,
Mhm.
and you enjoy those moments, that's the spice of life
Yes,
to me.
it is. It
And
is.
so you would definitely want to get the benefit of being there when you should be there,
Yes.
and all of those precious moments.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you don't get those back again.
No, you don't get those
You
back.
know,
You can't
so-
repeat those. So that's why it's important to manage mental exhaustion so you can be present in the moments. Now,
Absolutely.
we want to offer you some solutions, and we call these off modes. So this is a game plan that you can use. We're offering this as a suggestion to you so that you can be able to practice some of these things, so you can be in your moments, you can be less irritable, you can be more productive, and you can make fewer errors and fewer bad decisions.
Yeah, so we call these solutions off mode. Here we go.
Off modes.
Number one,
turn off.
turn off.
What we're saying is shut off work on purpose at the appropriate times.
So when it's time to be off work, turn it off.
Yes.
Turn off work.
Yes.
Because if you don't, work will continue.
Yes, it will.
Day and night,
Yes.
all the time.
Even when you're sleeping, even while you're sleeping, you'll have work going on in your head.
Yes.
And you won't even really be resting or replenishing for
Ain't
the
that the
next
truth?
day, because your mind is still working, trying to figure out stuff from the day before.
And that's the truth, Prophet.
Yes.
See, and everybody, listen, you've experienced that, man, when you should be enjoying or doing whatever and your mind's still working.
Mhm.
So we're telling you now, practice, figure out a way how to do it. Listen, just do it. You got to manage this, and you
Yes.
start managing when you start learning how to turn it off.
Yes.
Turn it off. Now you got to
Turn
do it.
off.
This is just a bunch of talk if you don't practice it.
Yes.
Practice turning it off when it should be turned off.
That's right.
What else, Prophet?
Number two, goof off.
Number two, goof off. We told you this is off modes.
Yes.
These are all off modes.
Yes.
Turn it off and goof off.
Goof off.
What does that mean?
When we say goof off, we mean take time to have fun and avoid serious endeavors or work at appropriate times.
That's right. So when it's time to play.
Mm-hmm.
And don't bring work and serious endeavors into your playtime.
Right.
You see what I mean? And
Right.
so if you out chilling, you doing whatever, don't let people call you on the phone and get you back working and interrupt your playtime.
Right.
No. You have to have goof off time.
Yes, you have to take some goof off time where you just have
Yes.
fun. You do the stuff
Yes.
that makes you happy
enjoy.
and that you enjoy. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was at the store and I was buying some sparkling water, and the cashier asked me, she said, "Hey, is this buy one, get one free?" I said, "No, it's regular price." She said, "Do you want it?" I said, "Yes, I need this in my life." And then she asked me about something else that wasn't on sale. Did I
Mhm.
want? I said, "Yes." I said, "Because I need this in my life." She said, "I like you." She said, "Because it's important to know what you need in your life."
And she said, I need people like you in my life. That was awesome. Yeah, man. But it's like, see, listen, I tell you, man, it's awesome because sometimes, and if you catch yourself doing this, it's okay. But now we want you to be aware of it. You can even be goofing off and not know how to goof off right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can be goofing off with your mind, not even on the goof off time, right?
Right.
And so we want you to learn how to practice goofing off the right way.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
When it's time to play, shut everything else off and
Yes.
play.
And I just like to add one more thing with that. We were on vacation, and when we go on vacation, we really goof off. We vacate our normal everyday life, our normal everyday routine, because we live by planners and schedules, and we have appointments and we have stuff going all the time. So
We practice not playing. Sometimes we'll say, what we gonna do today? We'll say, we don't know, we ain't talked about it, and
Right.
we don't care.
And
we don't sometimes we don't even schedule nothing. We just let the day
evolve.
bring what it will. Glory to God.
And
ain't
so that's
that wonderful?
That's a goof off for us.
That's a goof off moment, but we don't even have nothing scheduled for that next vacation.
Yes. So make
See,
sure
that's awesome.
make sure you turn off and goof off.
Turn off and goof off. What
Number
else?
3, lay off.
Lay off.
That means we're saying know when to cut things off
Know when
and
to cut it
not
off.
do too much.
Yeah, man. I tell you, listen, you ever been shopping? Look, me and Prophetess, we've been shopping before, and you ever been doing something that didn't have no flow on it?
Oh my
Just don't have a flow. We'll look at each other and say, look, this is over.
This
This ain't got no flow on it today. You got to know when it's enough is enough. You can keep on pushing through and doing this and doing that until it just give you mental exhaustion. And then you leave out mad and upset, didn't go right. Listen, you got to learn how to lay off. It's time to sit this aside,
Yes.
table it,
Yes.
come back to it another time.
That's right. And it's okay
Yes, it's
if
okay.
you started doing laundry
Mhm.
and you didn't finish and let that go over into the next day. See,
Yes.
like me, I had to learn that because if I started doing laundry, I was doing laundry till laundry was done, even if that meant I was up at 12 at night. If it took me all the way to midnight to get done with laundry, I was doing it. But it's too much. Okay,
Yeah.
now I just let it go over to the
Yes,
next
enough
day
is enough.
and then put it
Yeah.
finish
And
it the
then
next
and
day.
then when you lay off, when you leave, sit something aside, and you say, hey, you know what? This I'm doing too much. I'm gonna cut this off for a while. Then don't be laying there shaking. I didn't finish.
Feeling bad,
Yeah, you
because
feeling
you
bad.
didn't finish the laundry, or you didn't
Yeah.
finish mopping the floor, or
Yeah.
you didn't finish cleaning out the drawer.
Yeah, man. You shaking. That means you ain't really laying off. You really laying off. All right. So learn how to relax. Once you set it aside, don't think about it no more till the next time.
And cut it off. It's
Cut it
okay.
off.
It's okay to cut
It's
it off.
okay to
We're
cut it
just
off.
telling you right now.
It
It's
is.
okay to
It's
cut
okay
it
to
off
cut it off.
because a lot of times you're mentally exhausted. That's why you're pushing in the first place, and which means you're probably not giving your best in that area anyway because you're tired. So
and not productive. I mean,
Right.
look, when you gotta learn when stuff don't have a flow on it. When stuff, sometimes we'll be watching TV and trying to find something decent to watch. We'll say, you know what? Let's just talk. This ain't got no flow.
yeah,
on
we
it.
just turn the TV off.
And then what? Lay off. Just lay
Yeah,
off of it.
lay
Lay
off
off of
that.
it.
Yeah.
Leave it alone because it's
Yes.
too much.
Yes.
It gets to be too much. All right.
All right. And so
Here we go.
the last
The last one.
that we want to share with you is pay off.
Pay off. Turn off, goof off, lay off, and pay off.
And so what we mean by payoff is set goals, complete things, and reward yourself.
So what we're saying about that is, listen, learn how to do things in a particular period of time, get it done, right? Reward yourself so that assignments and things don't go on and on and on and on and on. No cutoff days. Seem like things never get done. Listen, set some goals, set some definite time, work to get stuff done within that time, so you just don't get mentally exhausted. Just keep doing the same project over and over again, same assignment over. No, get it done, knock it out, get it out of your life, and then reward yourself for getting it done. Glory to God. That'll help you from being mentally exhausted because when you get assignments done, you can check them off. You're done with that.
That's right.
You don't have to think about it no more.
And it's so important to reward yourself. I like the rewards. And so you can decide what would be a reward for you. There are different things you can do to reward yourself. There's no book on you can only do this or you can do that. You can reward yourself however you like.
Yes.
The point is that once you set those goals, you complete those things, you should reward yourself because it'll make you feel good about doing that next project or completing that next goal or working through that next situation.
Yeah, and not only that, Providence, and in addition to that, what you just said, just think about it. If you get something done and it's complete, you don't have to return to that.
No, you don't.
A lot of mental exhaustion is just thinking about all the stuff you have to do. I got to do this. I got to do that. Well, when assignments are done, you can take them off the list, right? And keep your mind uncluttered with all the assignments of the day or the tomorrow and next week and all this kind of thing. So set some goals, some time periods, get some things done within a certain time period, knock them out, get them done, stay focused while your mind is focused, knock it out, reward yourself for getting it done, and that'll help you stay away from mental exhaustion.
All right, so that's the game plan we wanted to share with you. Turn off, goof off, lay off, and pay off. So we hope that was very helpful to you. We hope these are some things that you can consider and think about and incorporate into your life so that you could always be living your best life.
That's right. Well, God bless you all. That's all we wanted to share with you tonight. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We will be here on Return to Reign with a hot, fresh word from God, some good revelation. So make sure you tune in and join others. God bless you all. We love you, and we will see you all tomorrow.
All right. Go with grace.
Go with grace.